Hello and welcome back to What If Ash Woke Up on Time? Last time we left off, Ash had just started his journey catching a Pidgey, Weedle, and Caterpie. He made his way to the first gym and immediately lost as his team is just super weak to rock. Anyway, there's where we left off, so let's pick back up in part 2. Ash would walk into the gym and re-challenge Brock. Ash would use the same team of Pidgey and Charmander. Ash would send out Charmander and Brock would send out Geodude. Ash tells Charmander to rush in with a Metal Claw. Charmander would dash over to Geodude and goes to hit it, but Geodude blocks with a Mega Punch. The battle would just be move after move, just getting blocked and blocked. The next attack would decide the battle. A Metal Claw and Mega Punch would connect with each other. Both Pokemon would fall, but Charmander would get up, roaring into the air before fainting, meaning Ash wins round 1. Next match is Pidgey versus Onix. Both Pokemon would come out, and this isn't going to go like last time. Pidgey would do its absolute best, dodging almost every single one of Onix's attacks. Onix would use Rock Tomb, and Pidgey would get trapped. Onix was about to finish Pidgey off with a tackle when Pidgey uses Gust to boost itself into the air and get the rocks off of it. Pidgey goes for a Fury attack, scratching Onix repeatedly with its talons. Onix would take damage upon damage, and Pidgey would finish it off with a Wing attack. Pidgey would fly onto Ash's arm, squawking at Brock and Onix. When it starts to glow, it evolves into a Pidgeotto. Anyway, Ash is declared the winner of the Rock Gym. Ash would take his badge and is about to leave when Brock would join Ash on his journey. Ash and Brock would leave the city and go into Mount Moon, where they would come across some Clefairy. The episode would play out the same, but Ash would notice his Geodude spying on this one Clefairy. Ash would approach it and it would run. A little more chasing, they would find out that Geodude has a crush on one of the Clefairy. Ash and Brock would try to help Geodude get with Clefairy, but Clefairy would reject it in a pretty stern way, as Charmander would translate it as Clefairy saying Geodude is too ugly for a beauty like her. Geodude would be left heartbroken after this, but Ash and Brock would comfort it. At the end, it would turn out okay, as Geodude would join Ash. Heading out of Mount Moon, the duo would encounter the Gym of Cerulean City. This episode would play out the same, but instead of battling Misty, Ash battles the sisters, which they are very weak and don't like to battle, so it's just like he gets handed the badge. Ash feels like he really missed out on some experience, but he pushes on. Ash and Brock would run into AJ's gym, and Ash would challenge AJ. AJ would end up just destroying Ash in a battle. Ash and Brock would just end up leaving. Ash would still catch Bulbasaur, and when dealing with Damien and his Charmander being abandoned, Ash's Charmander would evolve into a Charmeleon to protect the abandoned Charmander. Brock would get Damien's Charmander, and as for Squirtle, things would turn out different. Ash and Brock run into the Squirtle squad. Officer Jenny tells them the Squirtle's backstories. Ash is determined to catch them and put them in their place, and try to stop them from causing havoc. Ash runs into the Squirtle squad again and battles the leader. He ends up catching the leader and tells them to put the other Squirtles in their place, but it's disobedient. So Ash and Brock spend the rest of the day showing the Squirtle squad right from wrong. Anyway, Ash now has a disobedient Squirtle. Ash and Brock make it to Vermilion City, and Ash goes to challenge the leader. It's a tough battle, but a Mega Claw, Metal Claw, and Mega Punch clash, and Charmeleon is knocked out by Raichu. Ash goes to the Pokemon Center and sees what Lieutenant Surge does to all the Pokemon that end up challenging him. Ash and Brock end up training Charmeleon to use Dig. After a day of Geodude training Charmeleon, it finally learns Dig, replacing Scratch. So now it has Flamethrower, Metal Claw, Smokescreen, and Dig. Ash would re-challenge Surge. It's a 1v1, Charmeleon versus Raichu. Ash knows he has to win this time. The battle would start off with Raichu using a Thunder Punch, which Charmeleon would dodge. Ash would order a Metal Claw, which connects, hitting Raichu on the back. Surge would order a Slam, but Ash would be quick and yell at Charmeleon to use Dig. Charmeleon would sneak under the ground just in time to dodge the attack. Raichu would be getting up, but would be hit by a Charmeleon coming out of the ground with a super effective hit. Surge orders a Slam, which catches Ash off guard, which makes Charmeleon get hit. Raichu would then use Discharge, shocking Charmeleon. Charmeleon would be kneeling on the ground trying to get up. Raichu would use a Slam to finish it off. Ash would yell, "No!" as the Slam is about to hit Charmeleon. Charmeleon uses a Metal Claw and hits Raichu right in its stomach, knocking it out. Ash would run up to Charmeleon, celebrating about their win. Surge would give Ash the badge, which means Ash has gotten his third badge. We're 3/8 of the way there. Bye Bye Butterfree still happens, meaning Ash adds a disobedient Squirtle to his team. Ash goes to get his 4th badge at the Psychic Gym. Ash can't use Kakuna or Bulbasaur since they really can't do anything. So his only choices are Charmeleon, Pidgeotto, Squirtle, and Geodude. Sabrina says it will be a 2v2. And so the battle begins. Sabrina would send out her Slowpoke, and Ash would send out Squirtle. Squirtle looks around and sees Ash. It immediately turns away. Sabrina tells Slowpoke to use Confusion, and it hits Squirtle. Squirtle gets mad. Squirtle runs up to Slowpoke and bites it on its tail. A super effective attack. Squirtle then uses Rapid Spin, knocking out Slowpoke. Sabrina would send out Abra. Squirtle would immediately rush at it and go for a Rapid Spin, but Abra would teleport away. Squirtle is still not listening to Ash, so this keeps happening until Abra uses Psychic, slamming Squirtle into the ceiling and floor. Squirtle is knocked out, and Abra evolves into a Kadabra. Ash would send out his last choice of Geodude. Geodude wouldn't be able to keep up with the Psychic Pokemon, so it would eventually be knocked out. Ash and Brock would be transported into the doll world. Sabrina's dad would appear and teleport all of them out of the doll world. He then tells Ash to go get a ghost-type Pokemon at Lavender Town. There should be a lot at the Pokemon Tower. And Ghost is super effective against Psychic types. So Ash and Brock head off to Lavender Town to get a Ghost-type. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video after me being gone for so long. I just want to say we are almost at 200 subscribers, and this is insane. I would have never thought making this channel that I would get so much support from it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.